High Ground Podcast in isolation. Stevie.
Callum?
Okay, this is going to be interesting because it's very similar to one of the podcasts we recently done, and this is Disney Plus. It's at last in the UK. So, what do you think? What do you think?
No, yeah, I love it. Yeah, we're like quite steadily through into the 1950s on the Disney films now. So
Yeah, you were saying the other day you actually you were working your way through them. So, how are you doing it? Have you got a list of all the?
yeah, I kind of went on IMDb and went chronologically, but there's some we've missed out, like like the early live action ones, like Old Yeller and stuff like that. But I'm sort of strictly just doing the animated stuff.
That's actually that does actually make sense because the live action are different to.
Yeah, well, the pre-remake live actions, they're kind of, I don't know, they're a bit weird. I think they're quite dated, some of them.
You know whose name comes up a lot in
What's
if
that?
you do look at the live action ones. Kurt Russell.
Yeah, he was in a lot of the westerns, wasn't he, as a kid and that?
Yeah, and he's literally if you go on Disney live action, you'll find because he was a Disney child.
Yeah.
And Snake Plissken, of course.
Oh God, yeah.
And Ego the Living Planet.
Yeah.
He's good.
Jack Burton.
Oh, that's Big Trouble in Little China, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was good. I actually, I miss our, being in isolation. I do miss the John Carpenter-a-thons that you've been getting me into. So that's...
do you know, ironically, I think Big Trouble in Little China feels like a kind of adult Disney film.
It's... I can see that with the whole the mystery and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I've just pulled up on Disney Plus my watch list. So, what is okay? I'll ask you a few questions now. You say you watch. So, where are you on the Disney animated?
We watched Peter Pan last night, so we're on Lady and the Tramp.
I gotta tell you, I think that's an absolutely fantastic way of doing it in terms of the animated films.
It kind of made sense, but the only problem with Disney Plus as well, and it's kind of like a problem Netflix has, is the categorizing. So if you go on, like they've got Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, all that. But if you go on the Disney one, there isn't like a Disney from beginning to end kind of playlist, which I would have kind of liked. So you have to find them yourself.
Yeah.
But it's no problem.
I'd have liked a section for the live action. I really would have. I mean, yeah, that's the thing that it's, and you've got if you click on if you let me go to the homepage, I've actually got pulled up, like I said, pulled up on the computer. So if you go to, let's just go to Star Wars, for example. You've got the series, you've got series, movies, shorts, Darth Vader collection, Star Wars through the years. So you got ones where they repeat themselves. It would have been nicer if they'd actually, done it so that it was just a little bit better than that.
Yeah, it's kind of just, you can't, I don't know, I always feel like these streaming channels have a problem categorizing things.
Yeah. The thing
is, there's a minimal complaint. I think it's a lot better than a lot of streaming services. It's only just live. The amount of content you get is unreal.
What's the one thing that surprised you? The one thing that you've got in there that you really think this is brilliant?
Some of the documentaries are really impressive, actually. There's one called The Imagineering Story. Fantastic. It's about like the building of the parks and stuff, and it's a new one, I think. But the one that surprised me was all the Marvel animated series, like X-Men and Spider-Man and all that. I thought, wow, we've actually gone the extra mile here.
Can I just say thank you? This is because we're very organic with our podcast. I just want to, say thank you to Callum for the Imagineering, for telling me about the Imagineering one. I've just now added that to my watch list. Thank you.
Oh, that's good.
Because I am fascinated with that sort of thing. So let me just go.
There's one as well called Waking Sleeping Beauty. That's really good. It's about all the the end of the golden age, like from the 80s to now. Sorry, 1984 to 1994. It's about Jeffrey Katzenberg coming in and the guy, the CEO at the time, what's his name now? Michael Eisner.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Nice. Frank, and there's the other one, Frank and Ollie. I'm fascinated with documentaries, so there's. Now I'm actually.
Also, if you check the films, they have extras.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I thought that was quite good.
It's like mini Blu-rays. I'm going back to my watch list now. To put those documentaries on there. For me, I tell you what, the one. Let's go back a bit first. You know, with Star Wars, things they haven't got on there, which I'm sure is down to rights, is they haven't got the Ewok movies, Droids cartoon, Droids animated, Ewoks animated, of course Star Wars Holiday Special, and the Cartoon Network Clone Wars shorts.
Oh yeah, the Tarkovsky ones.
Yeah,
they were great.
So that's only my own small little niggle regarding Star Wars, but tell you what they had on there.
They did say they would add more content over the years.
Hopefully,
because I mean I've noticed some Marvel films on there as well.
Let me have a quick look to.
I'm sure the Spider-Man films aren't on there.
Sony.
Yeah, I mean he's in Avengers though, isn't he? I don't know.
Yeah, but that's if I go to Marvel now, that's Sony, because Sony still have the rights. Because if you go to, if I go down to, it's like the Netflix shows. If you go to live action and specials, they've got. I just want to do a bit of a shout out to a couple of them. Inhumans, absolutely fantastic. Underrated. It's good. I really enjoyed it. And Runaways, which has just finished its run. Runaways is
Marvel
good.
related as well.
Yeah.
If you want to know the documentary, there's one called From Pop. It's about the 75 years of Marvel Comics.
Got that one. You watched it, have you?
Yeah. I think it's new.
Yeah, I've got it on my watch list. I think. Let me go back to it. So it's good.
It's Stanley, isn't it? So
yeah, that's
bound to be good.
Yeah, because it's From Pulp to Pop, Marvel 75.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to watch it the other day, but the boss didn't want to watch it. She wanted to watch The Simpsons.
Oh no, my missus wants to watch that as well. I can't be asked for The Simpsons.
I got sick of it in the 90s. But the one go back to Marvel. Let me just. But the thing is, we are with Marvel, of course. You got the Spider-Man rights cinematically are essentially Sony, but Disney borrowing them.
Yeah,
which is essentially like saying about Disney borrowing Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, Disney borrowing Mickey Mouse back. Because in the Spider-Verse, you've got section of it. The only ones you have is Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, and Civil War. But that's the ones that. But on the subject of Spider-Man, the big surprise for me is Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, because that's the show that got me loving comic books.
Yeah, so, I saw that actually, and I thought of you right away.
I kind of like. I was when I was clicking through, creating my watch list. I was like going through, and it's like Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I just watched the opening for the theme tune, which I really. Let's find somewhere that does it, because I really want that theme tune, because it reminds me of the 80s, and they had the 90s. They've got a 90s Fantastic Four cartoon on there.
Yeah, and the 90s Spider-Man animated series on there as well. That was great.
I never watched that.
That was really good. They had like loads of crossovers. Like they did a Secret Wars arc as well. And they got the X-Men as well.
Oh, they got all the X-Men ones. I mean, I am going to have fun with this. Here's a little thing you might find interesting. They don't have Fantastic Four, but they have Fantastic Four: Rise of Silver Surfer.
Yeah, I found that strange.
And they don't have the new one, I don't think. Not that you want to see
It
the new
took me
one.
a while as well to work out why they had things like Home Alone and Mrs. Doubtfire, and then I thought, oh, it's Fox, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what film they don't have on there yet? This would be
What's
nice. And because Marvel's got, sorry, Disney got a load of princesses, but they haven't got the Queen on there yet.
What, Alien?
Alien. We want Alien on there.
Yeah.
And if anybody's, I'm going to double check now that I've said it. Alien's not on there.
Seems to have an account anyway. It's money related, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can actually start children's accounts. I want eight. Another one that I don't think they've got on there, which would be. Yeah, I think they're going to do when they start uploading all the Fox content. Planet of the Apes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That would be sweet.
I'll tell you something else they haven't got, but it's probably quite justified. Is Song of the South.
Oh, I've heard about that. That's vaulted permanently. You'll never get that one out of the vault.
Vaulted permanently. It just sounds like forever destined for destruction.
It is. It's never gonna. It's because it was groundbreaking in the animation and live action, but it's
racist.
Yeah, very racist. But then again, if you go on YouTube, you can type in, Disney and Warner Brothers have all done over the years a lot of stuff that's very dubious.
Well, some of the stuff. I mean, watching Peter Pan last night for the first time in a long time. Their depiction of Native Americans is a little questionable as well.
I've got a question for you.
What makes the red man red? I thought, wow, this is like when I was a kid, I didn't notice this.
Did it actually have at the start of the film that they were dated? Because I read in America, because I haven't actually watched any of these ones that might be culturally inappropriate now with scenes in it. That in America they've got they have disclaimers on some of these films saying that it was just it's a product of its time, and
yeah. Some of them, a lot of them as well, say the early ones say contains tobacco depictions as well.
Yeah.
Because they smoke in it and stuff like that. But I don't know if they've changed anything on any of the films.
From what I know, from what I've read, they haven't. But they put disclaimers up just so that they don't get grief from. It would be wrong to edit a piece of art, even though it has dated badly. It's just they put it up there so that these moralistic people who are going to kick off a stink about anything, they do it so that they can't say, well, we've disclaimed it beforehand. We said what's in this film. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to watch it. It's up there saying that there is a bit of racism in there, and it was from the period of the time. I mean, look at Breakfast at Tiffany's. We've got the Chinese character in it, isn't it? Is it a Chinese character?
Yeah, and Gone with the Wind.
Yeah. So what do you do? Edit them out, or do you just?
No, I think that's worse in a way.
Yeah.
It's like war films. They're not having swastikas. You can't just hide the fact that things happened.
No.
I think it's silly.
If you don't see where you've been, you don't know where you're going. You can't change if you suddenly brush under the carpet. This is what we used to be like, as opposed to what we are like now.
Yeah, because then it's going to happen again, isn't it?
Yeah, because you. But so yeah, I'm actually I'm glad that Disney are not self-editing. Can they also go back to if Disney want to do something really cool in terms of editing? Get rid of those fucking, part of my language, edited versions of Star Wars and put on the original theatricals.
I know. I was hoping they were going to do that as a surprise, but I checked them and they're the same.
Dude, I did it. I used Return of the Jedi as the example, just to go flick to the end of Jedi just to see if it's which version it is. It's the final cut that they actually put on the Blu-rays.
Yeah, I think it should be the original cuts.
Yeah, the ones without the no in Jedi, which I've been doing that to Return of the Jedi, peed me right off. So, I tell you, a couple of films on my watch list, which I recommend, really good, and I know you haven't watched them. I've got the Tron movies on there and the Tron animated.
Yes, I've never seen Tron, and now I've got the perfect opportunity.
They're good. I love Tron. I've watched one episode of the animated. And you know what they've got on there, and it's sort of like I will sit down and watch it because I really enjoy it. John Carter.
Yes.
I love John Carter.
I like John Carter.
Oh, and if you want to see a super fine, badass kicking ass, they've got how many seasons? They've got 5 seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Which I need to sit down and watch as well.
Oh, that's good. So, I'm having a brain freeze. Here's where I have to pardon. Yeah, I just have a quick look at
everything basically. They've even got DuckTales.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that.
I love DuckTales.
It doesn't David Tennant play Scrooge McDuck in the new season of DuckTales?
In the new one he does, yeah, but they've got the originals as well, so I was quite happy about that.
Now I'm curious because I've just clicked on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with Ming-Na Wen's with lovely Ming-Na Wen. How many of seasons Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are there?
They're not on 6 now.
Oh yeah, the 7 seasons, and they've got apparently there's 7 seasons, which season 7's going to air this year, and season 6. I'm bring back. I know what season 6 was now. Yeah, I just completely forgot what one of the seasons were. So yeah, they got the first 5 seasons, so that's good. S.H.I.E.L.D's good. S.H.I.E.L.D's really, really good.
I will get around to it.
But I do like, I did like the Ultimates. I think that the Ultimates, Inhumans was good. I just wish they'd given it the opportunity. But yeah. So other things on your watch list?
No, pretty much the same, I think.
Well, this is the thing, you being with the whole isolation thing, is that it's making it hard. It's doing these podcasts, like I said, it's not as easy when you're in the same room. But
no,
another thing,
weird.
yeah, but another thing that hit me the other day, because it only hit me because they got the Timon and Pumbaa animated series on there.
Yes, I used to love that.
Same here, because they used to be on before Dangerous Minds, which is, I wonder if you got the movie. In the 95, they did a film called Dangerous Minds with Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yes.
And they haven't got the film on there. And Michelle Pfeiffer played Lou Ann Johnson in the movie, and Annie Potts played her in the TV series. Now, it's one of the few I actually read the book, My Posse Don't Do Homework, which is what it's based on when I was at university. Because I really wanted, because at the same time the film came out. And the book reads more like the TV series. I think the TV series is more accurate. Cancelled after 1 season. And I haven't got either on Disney Plus, which I'm hoping comes soon, because I really want to share it with my fiance. So.
Were they Fox?
No, they were Disney. Disney Touchstone. They were. So we've got a load of things that I really. So what do you want to see on there that's not on there?
I don't know actually. There is stuff missing, but I just can't think, like at the moment, what it is. I'm sure there is stuff, like first Fantastic Four, obviously, and maybe the later X-Men films as well, the prequel ones.
Yeah, I think. I don't see what I've seen. They're doing a lot of free trials at the moment. And this is why they're doing they're streaming the Mando rather weekly. Is if you throw everything out at once, people are just going to do it for the free trial, get their load, and then just switch itself off, or the 6 months trial. So if you do it after all the free trials are done, and then they start putting more on, that way they've got you. It's like, here's a little fix of what you can get, but we are going to be putting more content on there. So it does make sense, because even with everything they've got on now, it take a year to watch.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So
I'm looking forward to the Marvel sort of mini-series.
Yeah.
That tie into the new phase.
Apparently they've shut down production on Falcon and Winter Soldier at the moment, which is understandable. Hollywood's basically shut down.
Oh yeah.
But there's enough Marvel content on there to keep you happy for a long while.
I noticed that was missing, the Incredible Hulk.
That's Universal. Universal still controls that.
All right.
And it's the same with the Bill Bixby, Lou Ferrigno. That's Universal. They've been carrying that franchise since they've been carrying the rights to that since the 70s. which would be nice to actually for them to cut a deal with Universal to actually show it, because it would open a bigger audience. And it's hardly going to affect sales on the Blu-rays or DVDs or downloads. But it would be nice to see. I mean, it would be nice to see Spidey and the Hulk actually come back.
Yeah,
it would. Plus, I mean, I can't. I mean, I can never see. I'll say this now. It's probably be the next acquisition. Disney buying up Sony.
Yeah, I can't either. They're kind of. I don't know. They seem like a really fiercely independent studio, don't they?
Yeah. They've got their Sony have got their Spider-Man, and Paramount have got Star Trek, and Warner Brothers have got DC and Harry Potter. So as long as, but then again, I can basically say my childhood is essentially now on Disney Plus.
Because
you got Star Wars, you got Marvel, and and even later you got Pirates of the Caribbean. So it's like
you've even got the sequels to all the Disney films as well.
Yeah, I never watched Pocahontas 2 or Lion King 2.
I've never seen any of them.
But I will watch them. I mean, that was when they did straight to video or DVD with the sequels, rather than now going Frozen 2 in cinema or such and such at cinema. Because we're investing more quality in it. I've actually clicked on search, and you can and they've got different genres: Disney through the decades, Disney Channel collection, Skywalker Saga. Ooh, let me have a quick look. Oh, and it goes up to 8. I keep hoping one day I'll click on it and they'll say, "Oh my god, Mickey Mouse and Friends collection, DuckTales," like you were saying. You know what I want to see? So it says me going through it. I want the Donald Duck collection. So I was watching some Donald Duck the other day. Muppets collection. Here's another one which I'm looking forward to them putting on. Is the
I was so happy Muppet Treasure Island's on there. That's one of my favourites.
I've never seen it, but it's now being added.
Oh, it's the best adaptation of Treasure Island.
Not even. And I want the original 70s Muppet Show.
Yeah.
I do. Because we watched the ABC's was it the Muppets? Me and my fiance watched that when it was originally on. Which was 2015. Yeah, I'll grow up eventually. It's amazing.
No, you don't ever grow up.
Nah, I can't.
Why this exists?
Yeah, I can't. You know, a lot of people that say to me in retail, "Oh, did you get the Disney Plus?" I said, "Yeah, I heard that from the day they announced it was going down to £50. I had pre-ordered back then."
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I was actually my fiance actually messaged you about the deal as I was actually signing up. I was like,
"Yeah, I was just speaking to mine about it's live now," and then I got the message off you, and I thought it's time to do it.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. It goes to show you are on the same sort of wavelength. This is what I love about doing these podcasts.
Yeah,
is that we will continue this once we've watched a bit more on it. But what's been your favourite thing so far? You can only pick one thing that's on the Disney Channel so far, Disney Plus so far. One thing that's like got you going, yes.
Oh, I think we know.
Star Wars.
Yeah, Mandalorian.
Okay, yeah, definitely the Mandalorian. Okay, vintage. The vintage one then.
Oh, vintage.
Vintage.
Well, I watched Bandy for the first time in my life the other day, and I was really impressed with that.
Did you cry?
I've never seen it, so I'd probably say that, probably. Vintage.
I'm going with... I know I'm calling vintage even though it was the 70s. I'm going to say Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Actually being able to watch that again is kind of like... That's got me really going, yes. But I like having all the old Disney films on tap, so that I can literally...
Yeah. Anytime.
Yeah, that's not to say that I do, because I'm still going to go out and buy the physical ones when I can, when I've got a bit of money. because I do like
Yeah, because the features are still better on the physical ones, I think.
Yeah.
It's the extras on this, it isn't all of them.
No. But I tell you,
although it is nice to have them.
You know what? One I'm literally, which I'm going to watch soon, and then this is to anyone out there. If you want to watch the defining animated feature film that's ever been made, it's called Cinderella. And to me, it's perfect. 1950.
We watched that last night as well.
What did you think?
Yeah, see, Cinderella's I've only seen once or twice in my life, so it was nice sort of watching it growing up. And yeah, I mean, I think it's the one that saved them, isn't it?
It is the one that saved them, but not just that. To me, animation-wise, it's perfect. I mean, we watched it after we watched the live action, and
yeah, I still haven't seen that.
It's good. It's really good. Kenneth Branagh directs it.
Yeah.
But what got me is, I mean, I watched how about it is because I watched Frozen straight after I watched Cinderella.
Yeah.
And I can't look at Frozen. Every time I think of Frozen, I think of watching Cinderella first and being blown away by Cinderella. It's, to me, animation is perfect. It's just, and the little the mice, is that the mouse in it, and all of them were just, and the witch was sinister. It was, to me, it's a perfect animated feature film, and the animation is so beautiful.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
So I think that's, in terms of cinema and films, I think probably certainly Cinderella might be my next one, but I'm looking forward to going through it and literally just enjoying these movies for the art.
Yeah, 100%.
So, Mickey Mouse, please, Disney, can you actually, if anyone from Disney's watching, can you please put your Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck shorts into a whole category so that I can actually just find them all in the same place rather than just finding them by accident.
Yeah, that's the only thing I hope they improve, the navigation.
Yeah.
But you can search for things, but it'd be quicker if you could just get them in a collection.
It doesn't come up with them all, though, because you type in certain things. It's like, as I'm chatting to you, as we're doing this podcast, there's things coming up that when I did search Donald Duck weren't on there. Oh, that sounds interesting. Right. I just found one that sounds interesting, so I'm going to watch probably after we finish this podcast. Donald Duck, the hockey champ. Donald Duck, 1939, and ice hockey. Is that the ultimate in geekiness, in geeky sports?
Well, they do have the Mighty Ducks as well.
Oh, yeah, and the Mighty Ducks animated.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw that, watch list. We're gonna, as soon as this isolation is over, we're gonna have to do these on a film night.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Here's what I recommend.
Custom built for us.
Pardon?
It's custom built for us.
Yeah. Podcast listeners, once this whole isolation is over, get your friends around, get the Disney Channel, and then just sit down and watch it all together, because it'd be a good way to bring everybody together once all this is over.
Or during it.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it. There's Twitter and social media. Watch a film together at the same time. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
But that's a story for another time, though. It is. So keep an eye on the High Ground podcast. Hang on. There is. You can be here all day. But we paid, because we bought it before March 23rd. We paid £50, well, $49.99. Value for money.
It was. Yeah, it's 2 months free, isn't it?
It's essentially, yeah. It's actually because it's £60 in a £60 fee pay for 12 months and $5.99 a month. Yeah. So yeah, definitely. But yeah, I'm loving it. It's just trying to find time that in between watching that, and then it's typical. They put the Tiger King on Netflix. They've had the card on Amazon Prime. So there's always stuff they're trying to like derail you from watching the Disney.
I know.
So it's Chip and Dale. This is bad. I'm supposed to be podcasting, but I'm actually pulled it up on my computer.
Maybe we should. We'll pull it. We'll do another part.
Yeah.
Everything's sort of finished, like Mandalorian.
Yes, definitely. Because you can be here all day just chatting about all the things we love.
Yeah.
Which is what we've done. This has been a real suck up to kiss ass of Disney Fest. But hey, thank you for listening to us ramble on about Disney Plus as I extend my watch list.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, so High Ground Podcast, Disney Plus, Stevie W.
I'm Callum.
See you.
Bye.